To Durban now, where looting and other varied attacks of criminality continue in Durban. We cross to our reporter, Jayed Leigh-Paulse. Jayed, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I can't believe that there is still continued looting in Durban. Talk to me about what the very latest is there.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Anati, and to the viewers back at home. And we've been travelling in our hybrid van. We went to Queen Nandi Drive. We drove on Umgeni Road. An absolute destruction that has been left behind. Last night, when we were covering and doing live crossings on Queen Nandi Drive, there was still traffic backed up. And I was even telling Francis that those were people trying to get to the factories in Umgeni Road to loot, and not in fact commuters trying to get home. And this afternoon and this morning, when we were traversing through Durban and the surrounding areas, we saw that it's been fairly quiet. There are hotspots in places where people are looting. Where we're currently coming from now, and why we're crossing in our hybrid van, because it's quite volatile. Just down the road, if Norman can show the viewers back at home, people are still continuing to loot in River Horse Valley. There are several warehouses there, mostly mechanical stuff, Unati, and they have been taking a lot of those items out there, as you can see on your screens. A lot of dishwashers, a lot of the mechanical stuff, and just piling it in their cars. What was fascinating for us as a team to also see is that people are using cardboard to cover their registration plates, actually being very innovative to try and dodge the police there as well. But as it stands, Unati, there are over 304 people arrested. Just looking at what's happening in Durban, 2 people have been killed after a taxi rammed into a stationary truck in Cater Ridge. Cater Ridge, which is north of Durban, has also seen some chaotic scenes, and that's been exacerbated by looters attacking the Value Logistics warehouse. You would know that Value Logistics warehouse is one of the biggest in the southern hemisphere. We also saw in Leicester Road, Tastic Rice, South Durban Basin, that was also in fire, and we spoke to Carl van Renen there, who also told us that they have been trying to douse those flames. Officials have been on the scene since early hours of this morning, and this is what's been playing out for most parts of the province. We did speak to our spokesperson for the Durban Metro Police, Senior Superintendent Parbu Supersad, who has confirmed that a directive has been issued by the eThekwini Mayor, Polisi Kahunda, for members of the public who are patrolling in the protecting entry areas and exits. You would know that the community are now taking up arms. They are now trying to protect themselves, and we saw that statement there by Supersad, the Senior Superintendent Parbu Supersad, saying that the Mayor, Polisi Kahunda, has said that people should not congregate, they should not come together, that they should refrain, and they should leave it to authorities and to SANDF. But Unati, just as a journalist on the field, I have not yet seen SANDF members deployed in these hotspot areas like River Horse Valley. I have not seen them as well in Umgeni Road. Last night we were here as well until late last, and we did not see them on the ground. And a lot of people have been asking, where exactly are they? Law enforcement also, when we were in Queen Nandi Drive, we did see them. There was a shootout happening at the time, but where the major looting is currently taking place, not a lot of law enforcement, Unati.
I mean, just looking at those scenes, it's day 6. We thought we were going to get some sort of reprieve when the SANDF was going to be deployed. Now, what we are seeing in some parts of Johannesburg is that community members have taken it up, in their hands to protect their communities. Like you've rightfully said, in some parts of KZN, the same is happening. But looking at these visuals, I don't see a police in sight, nor an SANDF member. I mean, Jayed, do they actually have a plan, do you think?
I think that law enforcement right now in the province is really stretched. We have heard them citing that, and they can't be all over the show. We've been traveling from Amamzantoti. We were there last night, where we saw a large contingent also placed at Galleria Mall, where the looters were trying to attack. However, the community rallied together. They tried to get reinforcements and try and just push those looters out of that particular area. and they managed not to attack them all. So we've seen a community really standing together, as well as in the smaller parts of Durban, some of the CBDs, some of the suburbs close to the CBDs, I beg your pardon, such as, Effingham Heights, Avoca, La Lucia, just in and around. We've seen some people actually standing at some entry points, and they also saying there that they're protecting their family members, they're protecting their properties, because what is tending to happen now is that some of the looters are also trying to break into properties, and most of the people that are on site trying to make sure that the looters do not enter into those respective communities are saying that they want to protect their properties. I think the sentiment on the ground now is people can loot but not burn. Unathi, I'm just seeing visuals now. I don't know if Norman can just pan and show you towards the warehouse. I think it's a Dash-Sir warehouse here, and people are actually moving in with fork picks, trying to get in, and forklifts, I beg your pardon, trying to get into that warehouse and try and loot. I've seen them also moving in there with some, moving in with some.
All right, Jayed, we just had to come out and we'll come back to Jayed a little bit later on. Let's take you to this a breaking news story just in now. AmaZulu King Misizulu Zwelithini is addressing the nation following violence and looting that continues to hit parts of KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. Let's take you there live now.